emphasis on this part of the foot centers on both deception and explosiveness. We want you fluid in your movement around the ball and explosive as you move the ball with the outside of your foot. Mia, we're about to demonstrate using the outside of the foot. Obviously a more complicated skill, but it's still a fundamental that's important to young players' development.
I think using the outside of the foot is extremely important. One is just being able to change directions with it, but also to accelerate out of the movement, and that's really important for these kids, and what we're trying to teach them is outside of the foot, just accelerate through that movement.
Kick it.
Mia's ability to beat defenders on the dribble is a direct consequence of utilizing the outside of her foot. As we slow it down, we see her excellent balance, her low and explosive movement, and her ability to plant and stride at the same time. This angle shows how she remains light on her feet even as she increases the speed at which she trains. Training at a high pace has allowed Mia to excel at a very high level. Don't be afraid to copy these training habits, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Kick it.
In the escape drill, we use a 15 by 15 box and create a smaller box within that. A group of 3 players dribbles within the smaller box. On the coach's call, the players explode out of the small box but remain in the larger box under control.
Good job, good job.
Things to remember when we're attempting this skill. One is, let's make sure that we're balanced so that we're able to go left or right. Secondly, let's make sure that we're low and explosive so that we can push off in any direction. And finally, when we explode out with that outside of the foot touch, let's extend that with a long stride to beat the defender. Okay, let's go. Inside, outside, really sharp, inside, outside, inside, outside. A little bit more movement, a little bit more dynamic. Go!
Just make sure that if you get stuck, if you're dribbling around and you get stuck, just take your time, get the move in, and then once you get more comfortable with the move, you can work on your speed, okay?
Ready? Go! Inside, outside. Keep it tight, keep it tight. You never know when we're gonna ask you to go. Keep it tight, keep the ball well prepared.
Good job, good job.
Go! Explode out with the outside of the foot.
All right.
Okay. Is there a way that we can show them how to explode with a little bit more speed?
Yeah, one of the things you want to think about is you have the ball here, we're dribbling. Ian says go, is our first touch with the outside is actually our first stride going out, okay? So that's what you're going to think about. You're not just touching it and then running. You're touching it, striding, and then accelerating with the next touch, okay? And we're stopping it.
All right, we got red team in. Let's see if we can improve on that. Inside, outside. And play. I want it a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Inside, outside, inside, outside. And go. Foot on so you're under control.
Good job. That was much better.
That's very good.
Much better.
Kick it.
So remember, with the outside of the foot, you must be light on your feet and balanced with the ball. You want to make your move both low and explosive. And you want to make certain you plant and stride out aggressively. And as you attack the escape drill, focus on this explosive move out of the inner box while remaining under control and within the outer box.